Or you may have worries or concerns about the past or the future. We'll give ourselves permission for this hour to set those aside for now, so that we can bring our attention into this moment, into this room, into our being. And allowing your mind to rest on the breathing. So I think about, in my mind, watching the waves on the ocean and seeing the tide gently flowing in and gently out. And I imagine my mind like a glimmer of light on the water that flows in with the tide and out. And so it lets the mind be quiet for the hour. And we also remind ourselves that whatever discomfort or pain or maybe areas of concern that we have within our body, that throughout the Tai Chi practice we honor those messages that our body gives us and respond in a loving way, backing off if we need to, without judging. And so let's put the hands on the dantian, so we'll put the thumbs together at the belly button and the first fingers below. And breathe into the dantian. And remember, that's just a suggestion, so if you just want to breathe full, purposeful breaths, that's fine. If you want to breathe into the dantian, imagine that you're filling a balloon inside the belly as you inhale, expanding the belly. And as you exhale, just very gradually releasing. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, release. And now let your arms come down to your sides. And so our first movement is floating lotus. We'll take a nice full breath in as your right hand comes up. And then as you exhale, open that arm to your right and rotate the palm. Inhale, coming back to the center. Let the arm flow. Exhale down. Inhale as your left hand comes up. And imagine that you can watch this water lily floating on the pond as you open the arm to the left. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale down. Inhale as your right hand comes up. So that water lily moves very gently in the breeze. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale. Inhale as your left hand comes up. Exhale and open to your left. Remember, the arm is like the stalk of the plant. Back to the center. Inhale. Exhale and open. Coming back to the center as you inhale. And we think about this water lily that is attached to the earth at the floor of the pond. So it gains energy from the earth, but it also gains energy from the sun above. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale. Lifting the sky, so the arms come out to the sides. And we'll come to the top, honoring the sky at the top, gently pushing up And exhale, slowly let the arms float down, very patiently following, rotating the fingertips into center. Inhale as you come up, honoring the sky. Exhale. And we honor the earth. Inhale. So we honor the sky at the top. Exhale. Honoring the earth at the bottom. Carry the moon. So let's watch the moon very patiently. Imagine this full moon rising. Now at the top we make space. And as the moon lowers, we're going to follow it very patiently. And at the bottom, wherever it's comfortable for you, embrace it. Wrap your arms around it. Inhale as you come up. Allowing the moon to rest in the palms. Exhale as you come forward and down. Embrace the moon. Feel the roundness of this moon. Inhale, coming up. This is a wonderful practice in patience, not just with the slowness as the moon rises and lowers, but with ourselves, listening to whatever you need and taking this where it's comfortable. Inhale as you come up. Now this time we'll stay tall, allowing the moon to rest, but then let the arms come back to your sides, coming back down into seated mountain pose. Now as you inhale, bring the right hand on top, and we'll turn with the ball as you exhale, rotating to your right. Inhale, switching. Exhale and rotate to your left. And so using the strength of the Dantian to drive this movement, moving from the Dantian. So it's a rotation rather than a twist. Let that top hand rest on the ball so the wrist is relaxed. Inhale, switching. And then notice that we're rotating, we're looking in different directions. But that rotation comes from center, from that place of peace, that place of non-blame. Inhale, switching, and let's come back to the center as you exhale. And now let's bring the hands to the sides of the ball. And inhale, let that ball expand. Exhale. Now, if you've done this long enough, you might actually notice that there's some kind of sensation that you experience between the palms. If you're saying to yourself, I don't feel anything, that's okay. But there is energy there. This time as you inhale, let your arms float forward and away. And as you exhale, let them float down, coming back into mountain pose. Nice, strong, and tall. And now take your right foot out and rotate the ankle. Remember, the chairs are there to remind us that we can sit at any time throughout the entire thing or part of it. Reverse that rotation. And now bring that foot in, and we'll switch feet. Rotate that ankle. And reverse that. Pulling that foot in. So if you decide you want to stand at this point, we can stand. I recommend coming behind the chair so that you've got something to hold on to. If you want to, anytime we're doing balance, you can touch the chair or hold on to it. And so coming into mountain pose, and mountain pose, remember, the base of support is where it's comfortable for you, but you want to have the feet far enough apart that you feel that strength, that solid base. The knees are soft. Remember, the hips are slightly tucked under shoulders, relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Sometimes as we do things that we have to concentrate on, we clench our teeth, so we want the jaw to relax. And then we remind ourselves that we practice Tai Chi with an open heart. And this heart is open to ourselves, which really allows us to open our hearts to others. breathing full, purposeful breaths from this centered place. Now, softening your gaze, floating lotus, as you inhale. Exhale and open to your right, rotating the palm. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale. And so think about, as you're moving, imagine that you're moving through water and that gentle resistance that the water would create. Moving against just slight resistance here. And in your mind, you could watch this lotus flower floating, moving very gently in the breeze. It's attached to the plant below. Inhale. Coming back to the center. So the arm only, you can take this arm as straight as it's comfortable, but make sure that the elbow doesn't lock. So for your shoulder, if you need to bring it a little closer, that's fine too. Inhale. Exhale and open. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale. Lifting the sky. So as you inhale, let the arms float up, honoring the sky at the top. Exhale. Honoring the earth. Inhale. So very patiently following the arms, and now honoring the sky, touching the fingertips. Exhale, arms floating down. And at the bottom, we honor the earth. Inhale, coming up, honoring the sky. And the earth. Carry the moon, very patiently following the moon, watching it as it rises. And in the palms, feel the roundness of the moon as it rests. Now, as the moon lowers, we're going to lower with it, listening to your hips, back, and knees. So take this where it's comfortable for you. Wrapping your arms around it. Inhale, coming up. So remember, everybody's going to be in a different place. So if where you embrace the moon is right here, that's fine. Inhale, coming up. Feel the roundness of this full moon, both in the palms, and then as you embrace it. Embracing it at the bottom, wherever that is for you. Inhale, coming up. This time stay tall, and as you exhale, let the arms float back to your sides, coming back into mountain pose. Seated or standing, and let's turn with the ball. As you inhale, bring your right hand on top. Exhale, rotating to your right. Inhale, switch. Exhale and rotate to your left. So standing, you can tell that your feet are helping with this move, your ankles, your knees and hips. But still let it stay a rotation so that it's not a twisting motion. The movement comes from the dantian. Just think about the dantian is that place of non-blame, that place of self-acceptance, sense of calm, even as we view the world in different directions. Inhale, switch. Exhale and rotate. Inhale, switch. Top arm is relaxed. Inhale, switch, and this time come back to the center as you exhale, and we'll bring the hands to the sides of the ball. Let that ball expand. exhale. So again, just notice as you're in front of the heart, notice what you feel between the palms. And oftentimes if you close your hand or close your eyes, when you let your hands come close together, as close as you can without touching, you may really feel maybe even warmth, which is thermal energy, but you might feel kind of a tingling sensation or almost a pulsating sensation between the palms. Inhale. Exhale. This time let your arms float forward and away. And as you exhale, let them float down, so coming back into mountain pose. So our first series is greeting the dawn. We start with commencing form. So we'll practice that. Inhale as you come up. Feel the roundness of this movement. So coming up and over the top, from underneath, around to the front, over the top, exhale down. Let's do one more. Inhale as you come up, exhale. Now, acknowledge the past, rotating the palms, putting all of your weight onto your right leg, stepping back on your left. Inhale. And now, honor the present as you exhale. Feel the movement from the back leg to the front leg. And then open to possibilities as you pull that back foot in, coming back into mountain pose. And let's do the same thing, stepping back on your right, acknowledging the past. It is a part of who we are. We've learned from our mistakes, and now we honor who we are today. And then open to possibilities, pulling the back foot in, coming back into mountain pose. So let's do that again. Acknowledging the past, we'll step back on the left as you inhale. Exhale, honor the present, this very precious moment. But we also open to possibilities and awareness, coming back into mountain pose. And we'll do that one more time, stepping back on your right. Inhale as you acknowledge the past. And now honor the present moment and open to possibilities. Back into mountain pose, gathering positive healing energy into center, right hand on top. And now let's share that energy that we've gathered with intention. And what we share, we get back. So feel that energy coming back to you, flowing through center. Gathering positive healing energy, left hand on top, stepping out with the left heel, and with intention share that energy. We know that what we share, we get back. So feel that energy coming back to you. Let's gather earth elements. We'll go to the right side, and again, this can be just a slight dip, and the left side. And now we'll release. So what we've gathered, we're going to let go. Right arm and left. But then what we've released, we regather. Again, taking this where it's comfortable for you. Now, embracing the tiger, palms face your heart. This tiger that we all carry, we honor it. We embrace it. Without the tiger, we would not recognize all of the softness about ourselves. And sometimes we need that tiger. On your next exhale, let your arms float down to your sides. Let's do all of that together. Coming back into mountain pose, commencing form. Inhale. Exhale. Acknowledging the past, you'll step back on your left. Inhale. Filling that back leg, and now honor the present. And always opening to possibilities. Acknowledge the past. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale as we open to possibilities, pulling the back foot in, coming back into mountain pose, gathering positive healing energy to center. And now we share that energy. And what we share, we get back. Feel that energy flowing back to you, coming back to center. Gathering positive healing energy, stepping out with your left, and share that energy with intention. And what we share, we get back. So pull that left foot in and feel the energy coming back to you. Gathering earth elements from the right side. Now remember, this is a process, just like life is a process. And so we gather. And then we release. We realize nothing is permanent. And what we've released, we regather. Embracing the tiger. And standing in stillness with this tiger in Wu Chi. Breathing full, purposeful breaths from center. On your next exhale, let your arms come down to your sides. And now we'll push the wave to the right, filling your left leg, stepping out with your right heel, and gently shifting forward as you let the arms unfurl. Inhale. Remembering that the spine, think about your spine and where it is in relationship to the earth and sky. So we want it to be perpendicular. Sometimes because it's pushing the wave, we think about having to work to do that. What we want to do, actually what we're doing is going with the flow. Inhale. Exhale. Now this time as you inhale, let's come back to center, lifting the toes and then the heel. Come back into mountain pose and we'll go to the left. So filling your right leg, stepping out with your left, shifting. Inhale. Let the toes relax. Let the feet relax against the floor. And this is a nice one to really think about pushing as you're moving through water. So imagine that you're creating this very gentle wave. Let's do that one more time. Coming back to center. So filling that back leg as you empty the front leg and then pull that left foot in. Crane takes flight. I'm going to just shift my weight from side to side, but if you want to go right into it, you can. But feel the movement. Feel that it's like if you imagine two pitchers, one pitcher is full of water, and it's going to gradually pour water into the other pitcher. So you're pouring your body weight one drop at a time. Then if you want to, you can lift the heel of the empty foot. You can always hold the chair if you need to, or put your fingers on the chair. That helps with balance. And you don't have to lift the foot off the floor if it's not comfortable. If you want to try it, you can. So you could lift that foot up and then come back through. Now, if you want to add some arms, exhale. Make sure the shoulders are relaxed. So if you find yourself tensing, see if you can maybe drop the arms a little bit, but let those shoulders relax. Inhale as you lift. So imagine that crane soaring. Exhale. Come back to center, back into mountain pose, and let's honor the 5 elements. We'll go to the right. Fire is the first element. Imagine that you're warming your hands over the fire. Feel the warmth. Water is the next element. We'll shift back. The fingertips are dangling in water. Pull your right foot in and rotate to your left, and rotate the left palm up. Imagine that you're gathering wood for the fire. Bring the left hand behind the right, crossing at the wrist. Step out with your right, metal. So this is metal and earth as we shift back just in front of the dantian. Pulling that right foot in, come back into mountain pose. Fire to the left. Warming the hands. Water. Cooling the fingertips. Now pull the left foot in and rotate right, gathering wood for the fire. Bring the right hand behind the left. Now step out with your left. Metal. Earth. And let's do that again to the right. Fire. Water. Wood. Metal. Left hand comes behind the right. Step out with your right. Earth. Back into mountain pose. And now fire to the left. Water. Pulling the left foot in, rotate right. Wood, right palm is up. Right hand comes behind the left. Step out with your left. Metal. And earth. Wave hands like clouds. Bring your left hand in front of the right hip. Now let the right hand drift down as the left circles up. Imagine those beautiful clouds, whatever shape and size they are, floating by. You can close your eyes here if you want to, but remember the chair is there in case you need to hold on to it, or you can just shift your weight if you want to. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And so reminding ourselves that as we watch these clouds, we don't think about trying to control them. We just enjoy the movement. And so it reminds us that there are lots of things, in fact most things in our lives, that events or people in our lives that we can't control. And sometimes we try. But we recognize the only thing we really have control over is our response to things. Now, if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them and let's come back to center. But we'll shift through center over to the right, plucking apples from the tree. Rotate the right palm up and the left hand faces the right elbow. Now this can be close to your body as you shift to the right. It doesn't have to be far away, or you can make it a little further away. And now we're going to come back through center, holding the ball, and to the other side. And so this tree is a metaphor for what the earth shares. All of its energy, its resources, it shares very generously. And we know that we take it for granted, so we remind ourselves to honor that energy. And as you move through center, you might actually notice that you feel more between the palms than maybe you did in the very beginning. As we come back to center, let's turn with the ball. So bring your right hand on top, rotating around the spine to your right. Inhale, switching. Now, this takes on a little different meaning, and so we think about, as we rotate with this ball, what we're honoring is the energetic connection that we have with the earth, but also the connection that we have with each other. It's nice to remind ourselves we're not alone. Inhale, switching. Exhale. Inhale, switch. Exhale. Inhale, switch, and this time as you exhale, come back to the center, and let's pluck stars from center. So we're going to bring the left hand up as your right hand gently comes down. You can lengthen that left side, but remember, we don't want to lock the elbows. Inhale as you kind of sink toward the earth as the palms come close together, and then switch, lengthening through your right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time come back to the center as you inhale, holding the ball, and as you exhale, bring the hands to the sides of the ball. Inhale, expand, and exhale. Inhale. So again, you can close your eyes here if you want to and just feel whatever it is, whatever that sensation, you can put a word to it. Inhale, exhale. Now this time as you inhale, let your arms float forward and away, and as you exhale, let them float down. Lifting the sky, inhale. Honoring the sky at the top. Exhale. And let those arms float patiently, following. And at the bottom, we honor the earth. Carry the moon, following the moon, slowly as it rises, and then allow it to rest in the palms. As it lowers, practicing patience, take this where it's comfortable for you. Embrace the moon. Inhale. So notice the roundness of this moon. Let your hands approximate the roundness. And as it lowers and as you embrace it, feel the roundness through the arms and the chest. Inhale. We'll do that one more time. Exhale. Inhale, coming up. This time we're going to stay tall. Stay nice and tall here. And as you exhale, come back into mountain pose. Greeting the dawn, commencing form, inhale. Exhale. Acknowledge the past. Honor the present. Open to possibilities, pulling the back foot in, back into mountain pose. Acknowledge the past. As you inhale, exhale, honoring the present, and still opening to possibilities and awareness, gathering positive healing energy to center. And when you share that energy, what a gift you give. And you also receive that gift back. Feel it coming back to you. that wonderful healing energy that you've shared. Inhale. Stepping out with the left, sharing that energy. And what we share, we get back. Feel that energy coming back to you, flowing through center, gathering earth elements from the right side and the left side. And what we've gathered, we release. Right arm and left. And what we've released, we regather. Crossing at the wrists, embracing the tiger, palms facing your heart. And as we embrace this tiger, we stand in stillness. In Wu Chi. On your next exhale, let your arms float down to your sides, pushing the wave to the right, filling your left. Exhale. Inhale. So imagine that you can feel the water here. The hands go slightly below the surface, and then at the top they glide over the surface of the water, so you can feel the water. Feel that gentle resistance and that gentle wave we create. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. Coming back to center, lifting the toes, back to mountain pose. Now let's go to the left, filling your right leg, stepping out with your left. And so think about the stream, all the droplets in the stream flowing together. And just like life, sometimes there are boulders in the stream. The water finds a way around it. Exhale. Shoulders are relaxed. Let's do one more. Inhale, shifting back. Exhale. And coming back to center as you lift the toes of that left foot, then pull the heel in. Remember, crane takes flight, so shifting over to your left, and you can go right into it if you want to, but remember, you can always keep the foot attached to the floor. So this does not have to be a huge lift. It could be just a shift of weight. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulders are relaxed. Remember, what we're doing here is challenging balance. And sometimes I hear people say they can't do Tai Chi because their balance is terrible. But actually that's why we do Tai Chi. Helps improve it. Let's do that one more time on each side. That's also why we have the chairs in front of us in case you need them. Inhale, lifting. Back to center. Honoring the 5 elements, and we'll go to the right. Fire. Water. Wood. Pulling that right foot in, rotate left, left palm is up. Now bring the left hand behind the right, preparing for metal. Step out with your right. Shifting back, earth, just in front of the dantian. Fire to the left. Water. Pulling the left foot in, rotate right. Wood, right palm is up. Now bring the right hand behind the left, stepping out with your left. Metal. Shifting back, earth. Wave hands like clouds, circling up. So the right hand now extends from the shoulder as you bring your left hand in front of the right hip. Right hand drifts down as the left circles up. Inhale. Exhale. Feel your body weight very gently shifting through center. So there is a point where both sides are in center equally. Feel that center. And then gradually shifting to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's come back to center. So let the arms come down, plucking apples from the tree to the right. Take this where it's comfortable for you. Coming back to the center, carrying that energy gently. And now to the other side. So we honor that energy that comes from the tree as a metaphor for the earth. And now let's turn with the ball. Right hand is on top, rotating around the spine and honoring our energetic connection with the earth and with each other. Inhale as you switch, exhale. Inhale, switching. Just imagine that your presence here in this room is a gift for each one of us. Exhale. And it is nice to know that we're not alone. Inhale, switching. Exhale. Inhale, switch. Let's come back to the center, plucking stars from center. So bring that left hand up as the right hand drifts down. And if it's comfortable to lengthen through that left side, that's fine. Inhale as you sink toward the earth, and we'll switch hands. So now the other hand comes up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And this time come back to the center as you inhale, and as you exhale, bring the hands to the sides of the ball and let that ball expand as you inhale. So this is in front of the heart, and as you've been working with your energy, you may very well notice that there's more sensation there between the palms, but still you can bring the palms close together without touching. See what you feel. Exhale. And let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. This time as you inhale, let your arms float away from you forward, and as you exhale, let them float down. Back into mountain pose. Bring your right fist up. So we remind ourselves that this is gentle strength. Elbow points down at an angle toward the earth. Now the left hand with the bent thumb is friendship and integrity. So strength meets friendship and integrity. Opening the right hand, opening that fist, crossing forward, and then the back hand comes forward. And as we rotate the palms, we relax the thumb on the left hand. Inhale. So we remind ourselves that we always practice Tai Chi honoring not only our strengths, but also our limitations as human beings. Now we take the opportunity to honor each other, and so we bow. Now we'll step forward. If you want to, you can stay in place if you want. Stepping forward on the right, fill your left, step forward, slowly fill it, pulling that back foot in and come back to center. Now the left fist, gentle fist, strength. meets friendship and integrity. Opening the left fist, crossing forward, and then the backhand. Rotating the palms as you relax the thumb on the right hand. Inhale as you come up. Exhale. And in case you missed anybody, we bow again. And this time we'll step back on the left, filling your right leg. Step back on your left, slowly fill it, emptying the right, and now pull that empty foot in and come back to center. Let's have a seat. So even though we're getting ready to relax, we're going to stretch a little bit, but we remind ourselves about staying nice and tall through the spine, so that that's good practice for toning through the trunk. And so imagine that there's this thread that's attached to the top of your head that's lifting you out of the chair, and feel the muscles holding you steady. All those muscles are stabilizing your trunk. Take a nice full breath in, and as you exhale, let's round the back. So you can do this to the low back. It does not have to go all the way up. It could be just a low back stretch. So listen to your body. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, we'll do the same thing. If you want to take it a little higher, you can actually round your back a little more. Feel a stretch between the shoulder blades. Inhale, coming up. We'll do one more, and if you want to, if it's comfortable, you can take it all the way up to the neck. Tucking your hips under as you exhale, let that stretch move up the back, and now into the neck. Inhale as you come up. Now this time we'll stay tall. As you exhale, take your right heel out. So you're going to rest that heel on the floor, and make sure that your hands are rested on the bent knee, your left knee. So we don't want to put stress on the knee, so we want to do it on the bent knee. Now, as you're hinging forward, what I want you to think about is that same string is pulling you up and out. So your spine is nice and long, and you'll feel more stretch in the hamstring as you do that, which means you may not have to take it very far. But listen to your hamstring. Take this where you can, where you feel a pull but no pain. Breathing. At some point as you lower, your hamstring will say, please stop. And you want to honor that and stay there. Now let's slide the right arm down the leg toward the big toe. Inhale as you lift. We're going to bring it up very slowly. Watching the hand. Rotate the hand at the top and continue to watch the hand as the arm lowers. So you're watching it with wonder. Let the neck on the left side lengthen. Now let's bring that right arm up, and you're lengthening the arm a little bit without locking the elbow. Lift out of the shoulder and the hip, so you're going to feel a whole long side on that right side. And as you exhale, let's come down the leg. See if you're able to take this just a little bit lower on the leg. If not, that's okay. Inhale as you come up. But this is a practice in intention. Rotate the palm, and as you exhale, let's let the arm this time come halfway down. And then we'll float that lotus flower across. Just let it float. And then cradle that arm. And then relax the neck if it's comfortable. Let the chin release. Breathing. On your next inhale, let the arm float out to your right. Rotate the palm to face the earth and let the arm float down. And we'll bring the hand underneath this knee and lift. And then let that foot rotate. So we're going to draw an intentional shape, whatever that shape is, with the toes. And then reverse that. Inhale, release the foot to the floor. Take a nice breath in. exhale, round your back. Inhale, coming up, sitting tall. This time as you exhale, let's take the left leg out. So rest that heel on the floor. Remember to listen to your hamstring. So only take this. Each time that you exhale, you can take it just a little bit lower, but your hamstring will tell you when it wants you to stop, and we want to honor that. Now, wherever you are, slide that left arm down toward the big toe, and then as you inhale, lift. So we're using no momentum here. This is very slow and controlled, using all the muscles, all the tiny muscles. Rotate the palm, let that arm float down. Shoulder is relaxed, and follow with your eyes so you'll feel a gradual stretch on the right side of your neck. Now let's lengthen that arm without locking the elbow. And as we come up, you're going to reach out of the shoulder and the hip, so lengthen that side. As you exhale, stay long through that side. Stay long through that side. Inhale as you come up. We'll rotate the palm at the top. And as you exhale, go halfway down this time. And let that water lily float across. You're watching it. And of course the arm only goes so far, so once the arm stops, you can cradle it and let that arm rest in the other one. So let your left arm really rest in the right. If it's comfortable to release the chin, that's fine. On your next inhale, let your arm float to the left. And as you exhale, let it float down. And now we'll come underneath this knee and lift, and then we'll rotate. And reverse that. Now as you inhale, release, lifting through the spine. So release the foot, and as you exhale, round your back. Inhale, coming up, sitting tall. And this time as you exhale, let's sit all the way back in the chair. Let your body relax in the chair. Oh, the chair feels good. And so now we're going to let our body just kind of sink into the chair. Feel the contour of the back of the chair. Adjust your body as you need to for comfort. And we'll begin to pay attention to the breathing. Allowing your feet to be as relaxed as possible. You may notice some tightness or tension there. And see if with each exhale you can let that tension flow out of your body, down through the bottoms of your feet into the earth. And now noticing the calves and shins. And if you feel any tightness or tension, with each exhale, see if you can let it go. Releasing that tension down and out the bottoms of your feet into the earth. Flowing away from you. And bring your attention into the backs of your legs, noticing the pressure of your legs against the chair. Breathing full, purposeful breaths, and every time you exhale, feel the legs getting heavier. Now notice all along the spine, paying attention to the muscles there. Let your body relax against the back of the chair. So feel those muscles releasing and letting go. Feel your low back relaxing. And now paying gentle attention to the shoulders. When we carry tightness or stress or anxiety in the shoulders, they tend to lift. And so we want to think about, with each exhale, letting the shoulders drop just a little more. And as you do, feel the arms getting comfortable against your sides and the hands resting in your lap. And now noticing the muscles in your face. And see if your jaw is tight, the teeth are clenched. See if you can let your jaw drop slightly, allowing the teeth to come apart. And noticing the eyelids. And if they feel tense or tight, soften the lids. And if the forehead feels tense, you might consider lifting your eyebrows toward the top of your head. Just hold for a few seconds and very gradually release. Just noticing the gentle breaths that you're taking in and out. And with each exhale, maybe you've been working on letting go of some emotional energy that has been painful for you. And so maybe with each exhale, perhaps you're ready to let go of anger or resentment, fear, sadness. And if you're able to let that go, you've made space for something positive and healing as you inhale. Maybe joy or peace or forgiveness, love. So then each breath that we take becomes even more purposeful. And let's bring the palms together. And as you inhale, let the arms float up to where it's comfortable, separating the hands at the top. And as you exhale, let the arms float down. And now at the bottom, bring the hands up. This is as if bringing earth energy up through the energy of the universe. And whatever combination, universal energy and earth energy, as you move through center, whatever you need, see if you can give yourself permission to take that energy in. And we'll do that one more time from center as you inhale. As you exhale, feel that energy surrounding you, enveloping you, protecting you. And then from the earth, this very grounding and nurturing energy. Whatever you need today, if you can give yourself permission, see if you can fill any spaces with that combination that you need. Everybody feel relaxed?